Welcome back to the Imaginarium. We are down 2 marshals today, but that's just fine because we're going to have another vibe session. Another little in-world vibe session. Our heroes have met up with some Goblin party boys and girls, also a Tabaxi party fellow, and a few others. And yes, that's where we last left you and them and ourselves in that fantasy world. So we're back in it. As a lackluster GM, I forgot to catch Lily up on what has happened. Would anybody like to recap?
I'm trying to. Okay, so we stopped at a rest station where I discovered that, or Judith discovered that harm had been done to her person, her car person, and she had to take a moment. Everybody else walked off, or she walked off to kind of like handle her emotions or what have you. And then everybody else, I can't remember. Who did you run into?
Did we meet anyone at the
actual
rest stop?
No.
It was just rest stop.
No.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You did set up radio communications.
Yes, we coordinated. Like we should have done when we first set off.
Maybe. That might have been a good way to go. But everything's worked out pretty well so far. Let's see here. Also, well, I'll let you guys handle it. What happened in the second half? That's when Lily ghosted out.
Then we were driving and we saw we had seen a plume of smoke before. And so we saw the people coming closer. And so there was like a car, like a big boat with wheels and a motorcycle with a sidecar. And they drove up beside us and were like, hey, come party with us, essentially. Well, they threw glitter at us and stuff. And then they're like, hey, let's come party. And we decided to follow them now that we could coordinate with our walkie-talkies. And we followed them to what I assume Woodstock or like Burning Man would look like in a fantasy world. There's music, there's food, there's all kinds of stuff. And we're just kind of like checking out the scene as we adjourned. Right?
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
it was like Mad Max.
You did leave out the guy with the rollerblades and the wings.
Oh no, that was the one that
was awesome. Yeah.
Glitter.
But you didn't mention he was on rollerblades and wings and being towed by the monster truck boat.
I'm so glad you're here.
Oh,
Thank you. It's cool. Okay. That's pretty much it. Now we're at Fantasy Woodstock.
Were they like human or did we?
Oh, there were goblins.
Some elves.
There were goblins.
Oh, cool.
And there was a Tabaxi, which is like a cat person, and he was also he might have been under the influence. His pupils were real big.
Catnip, yeah.
No, I don't think it was catnip, but that's a good guess. I think it was a little bit stronger. Yeah. Where there's music going on. It's all pretty fun. It seems like.
Also, Judith was gifted a beverage through the window whilst the vehicle was moving.
Oh yeah, but I didn't drink it yet. Okay, I definitely have that with me.
And Nasha was gifted a gold coin. Both of these came from the same goblin, who was, as previously stated, being towed at high speed behind the monster boat.
Man.
And yeah.
He was
then you guys all
didn't get to do that.
No, he was a party goblin. And
yeah.
He was ready to party.
Yeah, but you know that would have been a switchblade thing to do.
Oh, no. I mean, Switchblade was just kind of along for the ride. He wasn't involved with the goblins, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, but you know, if you see somebody on rollerblades being told, you know, here comes the skateboard.
Yeah,
let's do it.
He's got to drive.
The skitching, yeah. I know Lou was in fact all about that.
I mean, it was impressive sketching because I guess I'm familiar with it thanks to Lou. I thought it was pretty impressive sketching, in my humble opinion.
I mean, on an old highway too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Lots of bump.
Exactly.
And that big boat with wheels is that one of those things like you can like they do tours on where they drive you around and then they go in the water. Who let the ducks out?
We we didn't see it go in water, so we're not sure. But
It is, in fact, since you were there, it is literally a speedboat that has been mounted somehow onto a motor vehicle and welded together to create a truck boat on monster truck wheels.
so craftsmanship was not a priority with this.
It actually, now that you guys, I think you're properly caught up. Now that you're all pulled up to this, and I described the little party that they've set up for you as a tent city. There is a big wooden goblin that they're in the process of building. There are stacks of speakers playing drums. The drums are definitely being played somewhere nearby, and it's coming through live. But this tent city, as you roll up onto it, you see multiple more kind of hybrid and mishmash home built vehicles. And let's see here. Lou and Nasha basically beelined it straight for the boat. And as we can see, Lou and Nasha are not present with us tonight, so we're not going to deal with that. Although Mr. Switchback might be joining us in a little while. Who knows? But so we'll leave. Let's leave the boat alone for a little bit. You three are in the motor vehicle, or are in the car, Vicky, together. What are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna look at my bottle of beer that I got. Does it have a label? Is it like sealed?
It is sealed. It's corked.
Mm.
I don't know if you've ever seen, probably. Like, I mean, they even have containers like this at like probably Joann's and Hobby Lobby and various craft locations. Let's edit out the name Hobby Lobby later, but we're political on this stream. We do what we want. But it's you know, a normal beer bottle shaped bottle, but then it's got a fastened on cork with a little lever thing there, the little metal lever that you can just to remove that cork and then recork it.
Sadly, I have seen
Yep.
many different styles of bottles
And yeah,
that people drink alcohol out of. So yeah, like I've
and
heard
it
that.
makes it makes that noise good. It's like you go, plop,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and
that
then
was
they can
good.
reuse the bottle later.
Yeah.
Okay.
These are environmentally conscious goblins that are spewing black smoke out of their vehicles.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm gonna pop it open and then smell it. Let me waft it.
yeah, it's you get beer naturally. You're strong
Is it
hops.
it's not it's an IPA. I don't know.
It's citrus
Okay. All right. Coming back.
and
Oh God.
you can definitely smell alcohol. This is a strong beverage. Have you gotten out of the vehicle yet?
Yeah, I'll get out, and I'm
Okay.
still like kind of inspecting this beer as I get out.
Okay, and so you know you inspect the beer, you know that kind of thing, and you're looking around, and you see goblins, like little kind of clusters of goblins passing a singular bottle around. Like same kind of bottle. So they're passing this beer around. Almost like you would with a bottle of hard alcohol. So that's what's going on there.
Okay. I'm gonna take a
Now-
very
Now,
wait.
do remember
Oh God.
that even at what About how tall is Judith?
I don't remember if I rolled for it. Let me see. I didn't have her being that tall. Probably like say 5'5". Oh no. Oh, 5'4". I did have it. Sorry.
Okay. So 5'4", fairly petite. Even at that height size, you outmass a goblin by probably close to, I don't know, we'll say 70 pounds.
Okay.
They're like 3 feet tall max. They're little guys. They're
So,
just little guys.
Toddlers, right? Like toddler has I can outdrink a toddler. I think I'll be okay.
Yeah. Yes. One assumes that a goblin has a stronger constitution than a toddler. However, they're not. Some of them are friend shaped, but most of them are pretty stringy. So not a lot of body fat on them either, as compared to even a fit human, such as Judith. So they're doing social drinking. It's like a communal thing.
Okay. I'm gonna take a small sip, like just a taste.
Okay.
Wet my whistle.
And it's a tasty beverage. It's citrusy, not overly hoppy. It's not overly malty.
Fantasy beer descriptions. Okay, I love it. All right.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
go full. I'm not gonna go full George R.R. on you with this. We're not gonna spend the next 20 minutes.
We never go full
food.
George or R.R. Martin on his.
No.
Please. Okay. Yeah. All right.
And it's the alcohol. You can definitely taste alcohol, but it's not horrifyingly overpowering. Like, oh God, half this beer is gonna wreck me.
It's a summer. Okay, I got it. I'll keep sipping on it. I think
it might. Yeah, you understand that it's definitely the kind of thing that you would share with your fellows. Is kind of the thing.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
It might be the idea. Okay, and I am experiencing technical difficulties, so I can't see who all is actually with me here. Lily, are you present?
Yes.
Okay. Wow, you both just popped in. I don't know what's happening. So, did you get out of the car as well?
Yeah, but she's a little bit more suspicious. She wants to make sure that this is actually Burning Man and not the Wicker Man.
Fair. Again, to remind to let you know, and we'll remind Judith, you cannot hear bees, and there are no apple trees anywhere nearby. So,
that goblin that they're building, because we're not setting people on fire either.
No.
There's no one in a bear suit, right? No bear suit.
Yeah, I'm looking for a bear suit just in case.
Flower crowns. Anyone speaking Danish or Swedish?
No.
I'm not going out like what's it? Midsummer? No midsummering.
The foreignest of languages that you can hear is Goblin, which is actually like you can just kind of briefly catch snippets of that. They're mostly speaking English, some Spanish actually, and it's Mexican Spanish. Do you think Judith would actually recognize that, Judith or Lily?
I think that it was Mexican.
Spanish, yeah, Mexican.
Yeah, Spanish for sure. Probably, maybe not Mexican. That's Spanish.
Not necessarily going to get granularity on that. Okay.
She's more from the north, so maybe it's more. She would more get French. I don't know.
Okay, fair. But yeah, bordering on Canada. Anyway, so there's that. There's definitely a bear costume around, but it's literally a goblin wearing. I mean, yeah, he's wearing a bear pelt and head. It's a goblin though. I mean, these guys are wearing a lot of different animal heads. That's That's party attire for a goblin. When it's a coonskin hat, it's actually just the top part of a raccoon head. They're goblins. These are friendly little guys. They all kind of look like friends, but they're goblins. So let's see here. Lily, what are you specifically paying attention to in terms of your suspicion or standoffishness or whatever?
Well, first off, the food and the drink, because maybe her shit just got bounced around because elves, and she went through the realms, and no, we're not accepting no food from nobody because we're not staying. And then
Fair.
the second thing is, what meat are they using?
Goblins
Yes,
don't do all that.
Like
just
new.
saying.
And then she just wants to see if there's anybody suspicious hanging around just watching the revelries.
Okay, so
Making sure
more
nobody
suspicious.
is getting drugged against their will.
Oh yeah. Uh, go ahead and do a perception check.
Okay, I was cleaning up. Hold up. I need my dice. And that's what you do when you're getting ready for a new computer. You move shit. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah.
That was a
So you
nat
don't
one.
you don't see anything suspicious.
Maybe she's distracted by the big wicker goblin.
It's wood.
Yeah, replaying, weird old movies in her brain.
It's well, and you might have seen Wicker Man back home, since it didn't, explode and fall apart like this Earth did. You've got, indigo ray discs now, super high definition, ultra 16K, whatever.
Put a movie on a contact lens.
Ooh, oh, but yeah, you're probably a little thrown off by all the hijinks and goings on. And let me be clear that these are not like schwasty pants drunken. These are not dwarves. They're not just getting hammered. These are not spring breakers. They're goblins, but you do see some goblins passing around bottles, but they're like, as they're going about their business, setting up what kind of looks like a street fair. They'll just pass off a bottle just like Judith's, almost like a relay baton as they pass each other. And, these bottles filter through. What you see most of them drinking is coffee. It's clearly coffee. You can smell it. It's very strong coffee. These goblins are powered by caffeine and hijinks. And there's a lot of little fun guys, just kind of celebrating, just being stoked. There is the food situation is that you can smell meat being barbecued. You can't see. You don't know where the meat is. You can see a little bit of cooking smoke, a little bit through the crowd. So there's that. Now, to address the quality of the vehicles, quite a few of these vehicles are parked along the road, the edges of the road, like basically the shoulders, parked on the shoulders, and a lot of them have got little, I don't want to say makeshift, ready-made awnings kind of things, like street market coverings, that kind of thing. But if you look directly at the vehicles and really observe them, take a good look, as an engineer, you recognize that, yeah, these things are kind of cobbled together from multiple vehicles, a lot of them, but the welds are good and the joins make sense, where two vehicles are, two halves of a car are placed together. It's like it looks better than on Top Gear when they had to make their own, campers and that kind of thing. These goblins, they put some craftsmanship into this kind of stuff, and that kind of lends to the idea that these are not necessarily crazy little drunk lunatics. These little fun guys. They care about their work, such as it is. Noah, what about you?
All right, so I'm doing basically the exact opposite of Lily. I'm just basically going in, meeting up, like going to where the barbecue or the meat smell is coming from, going for, trying to find the giant cooler or whatever, and being fairly disappointed that this actually isn't the insane goblin murder party that we were originally advertised.
So when you get to the food, the grill pit, which was clearly dug within the last, half hour during your travel, very well, very quickly. You get there, there's coals, wood, all that kind of stuff there in the pit. There's a big old rotisserie, and on the rotisserie is like basically a Titanic rack of ribs, like practical joke. Flintstones, Brontosaurus ribs, and there are several goblins, on the handle of this rotisserie as somebody gets ready to hook up, like a lawnmower engine or something to auto turn it. These guys are doing it. And it smells amazing. It's this rich, I don't want to say woodsy because it's not wood, but yeah, sure, there is wood. This kind of rich, earthy, but you can smell the tanginess. There's definitely some salt, not some salt, but sauce there. You can smell black pepper, that kind of thing. You've had good food, but there's something, this awakens something, some sort of prehistoric, I don't want to say, man, but like, you're like, yeah, this is good grilling. This is, yes. You kind of want to stand there holding a beer, talking about the grilling, just talking with the goblins about the sauce. Even though cooking isn't necessarily Noah's thing.
I'm the only one that actually has cooked so far. It did not go well, but
Fair. Yeah.
All right. I'm actually gonna walk up to the goblins. Hey, what is that?
Beefalo.
What is that?
It's it's a buffalo, but it's beefy.
So
you tell me you
real
ain't
big
seen
buffalo.
you ain't seen a giant beefalo.
Do I have any idea what this could be, based off of that description?
Yes.
Okay.
The buffalo are back in on the American continent. But along with normal buffalo, there are giant buffalo. So,
Giant.
2 ton. Yeah. Generally mean and slightly supernatural.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, that. Okay. It smells delicious. So what are you guys? Is this like a weekly thing for you guys, or you do this all the time?
It's for the sploding.
Oh, so this is just for us?
It's time.
So anytime anything explodes, you guys have a party?
Well, anytime somebody gets exploded on the death rally, if they're a friend,
Okay.
if they're a friend, then you drink to them and you party. And if they're, like road Nazis or whatever, then you drink to whoever exploded them and you party.
You guys are gonna love Lou so much. His main thing is just exploding stuff.
Sick.
Yeah, don't worry, you'll meet him later. He's amazing. You guys are absolutely gonna adore him.
Nice. Wicked. And then, one of them whips out, produces essentially a giant knife, and it's shiny, and kind of waves it like at you.
Kind of.
What's the beef, Lou?
A little bit. Yeah, that sounds good.
And he's just like, woof, and just giant honk, and then another goblin is like, oi, and like dives and catches it barehanded, and which the sizzling continues. Like, hey, what? And another one like reaches out with a leaf and just kind of envelops it, and this big green kind of frond, and hands it to you.
Is it pretty good?
Did you try it?
I did, yes.
Yes, it is. It is. It's that good grilling.
Okay, guys, this is fantastic. Now, the only thing I had to eat today was some leftover scramble nastiness and an apple, but this is fantastic. You guys know how to do this. This is so good.
Thanks. Yeah, it took a good 30 minutes to bring it down. Kept yelling at us, but you know how it is.
Yeah, I absolutely know what it's like to hunt giant buffalo.
Yeah, see.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
Liar,
you
it's on fire.
you know how to explode stuff. You know how to hunt stuff. That's how it works. Now you get fed.
Yeah, no, I totally wasn't like really sad and crying yesterday because we were blowing things up. That's not at all who I am.
Nah, you don't look like the type.
No.
So back to Judith. What
love
is
that.
Judith doing? Oh, okay.
Okay, so no, I was talking to myself. I am walking around, just kind of like seeing the sights. I put the cat back on the beer. It probably does not behoove. Well, no, I probably am still like sipping it, but like not, I'm not like chugging or anything. Just, every once in a while, just take a little sip. If somebody wants me to hand it off to them though, like I'm just giving it up to the crowd. Like I don't want it back. But just kind of walking around, like doing a vibe check, and just kind of see what's going on. I might try to find the source of the music. I think it's something just because like, it's got a good groove. So, just curious to see like where it would be coming from.
Okay. As in, because you can see the speakers.
Right, but I don't know. But someone's playing it. So like, where are they at?
Yeah. Okay.
So I would go.
Yeah,
I would go to the cable. I would go to the speakers like on the side, so it's not like blasting me in the face, and like try to follow the cables to see where it might be going.
Okay. Yeah, and you find you kind of follow the cable, and it kind of winds through the crowd and yada yada, and eventually, you come to a drum circle.
Wait, can I ask you, like, what are the goblins like? How do they respond as I walk by? Are they just like, are they in their own thing? Do they like say anything? Do I get like dapped up? Like,
Yeah, you get a couple daps. You get like hopping pats on the shoulder, and then like that. But a lot of them kind of look like they're down to business. They're going here, going there.
Cool.
And still you'll pass one, and you'll notice that they're walking with a bottle of beer and then take a drink and like without making eye contact with a friend, they'll just hand off this bottle. And none of these bottles are particularly, depleted. These guys aren't getting hammered. Now let's see here. I'm not going to make you take a check. I think it should kind of follow that these guys drive at high speeds. These guys, all of these goblins got here on the vehicles that were in that dust cloud. And those vehicles were moving at high speed across uneven ground, that kind of thing. They don't drive drunk is basically what, kind of goes off in your head. These guys are ready at any point in time to hop in their vehicles and go. That's it. They keep sharp, basically.
One bottle of, then that makes me think like one tiny bottle of Goblin beer probably won't affect me too adversely, but I'm still not like chugging it. Just,
Yeah. No, that's probably wise. Like,
so I need to roll for the ABV of the roll for the ABV.
Well, okay. So just
oh Lord,
by the sampling of it at the very beginning, you're not doing calculations. You don't have some sort of digital alcohol register in your head, as far as I know.
Not yet.
This beer could very easily be, it's almost a barley wine, damn near 20% alcohol. So that's what you got going on.
I'm taking it very slow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would be like, if you were to chug this whole bottle of beer, it would be like slamming a bottle of very strong wine about the size of a bottle of beer.
Nope.
Yeah, nobody wants to do that.
Nope. Okay. But it's tasty. So I'm taking tiny sips, tiny ladylike sips, tiny goblin-like sips as I like make my way along the cables.
Okay. And yeah, you reach the drum circle, and there are probably 20 goblins, and they're playing most of them are playing kind of the same kind of drum, and then a few of them have actual drumsticks, like wrapped head drumsticks that they're actually, playing like that. The rest of them are hand drums. There's one orc with a great big the bass drum, essentially doing the same thing with, and the orc doesn't look, it's not as pretty as Keith, but he doesn't look like a murder orc either. Kind of does, because he's dressed a lot like the goblins. Let's all ruminate on the California video.
The California Love video.
Yeah, yes. By Tupac.
That is definitely the vibe I was getting from this.
Yes.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Tupac. Oh, I was gonna say Tupac come sponsor our video, but he can't do that.
Yes.
His ghost can. Okay, so I'm just kind of like, is anyone dancing, or they're all just like about their business?
There's one of the few humans in the crowd. There's a lady with one of those stick torches. She's doing one of those stick dances.
Ooh.
Kind of things. Yeah.
Cool.
And there's that going on. And there are some goblins, having a fun little time, just doing some, they start to filter more because there's less building of the tents and stuff going on. And they're doing adorable little goblin dances, and again,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna sidle on over to the actual human woman dancing and like try to gently tap her so she doesn't set me on fire. And yeah, hey, what is that? What is this? What I know what you're doing. You were dancing amazingly. And I know that this is a drum circle, but like what is all of this? And I do like a big like encompassing move. What is all of this? Yes. What is all of this?
And she explains to you, because I don't want to do it white hippie girl voice today.
Oh, I know what that sounds like. No worries. I got it.
Yeah,
I got it.
No. Yeah. She basically explains to you kind of the more articulate version of what the Goblin told Noah. That, the whole death rally thing. And then she explains that, like, basically death rallies end when somebody gets blown up or dies. That's why it's a death rally. But it's not the goal of the death rally to destroy somebody else. But yeah, and you won. Mainly because the people that you blew up have been trouble.
Mm. So we were in a death rally and we didn't even know it. Okay. How long has she been with the death rallians?
She doesn't know.
Ooh.
Her pupils are also large. Although, unlike a cat, there's really only one explanation. But she's been with them since Death Valley.
But what is Death Valley?
Probably.
Is that is it a place? Do they mean like Death Valley in California, or okay? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, so they've been going cross country. Wild.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna thank her so much. And hey, do you want this beer?
No, I don't drink.
Oh, you don't? Okay. Mm-hmm. And I keep it moving. I'm just gonna kind of vibe out to this. I'm not gonna dance. Judith is much too cool to dance in this situation.
You're not gonna give it up there, and you're not gonna give it a Zemo.
No, no, that was horrible. No, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna see. I just am observing and checking it out, and maybe in a few minutes I'll walk on.
Okay. And these, I feel like Judith may be a little bit out of her. You've seen goblins before, like in Chicago.
Yeah.
Because it's a city, and again, goblins are plentiful.
It's not the goblins are not the issue. It's the
whole thing.
It's a party that I'm not
yeah,
in control of. So it's I don't like this because I don't know what's about to pop off. Why is there a statue? It's just not my kind of party. So
right. And I was gonna elaborate that
oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. That while you've seen goblins plenty, and you've gotten along with a few, you've definitely been card sharked by a couple. You definitely have not seen them in this context before. But you kind of find, even if the party throws you off a little bit, you kind of find the goblins themselves a little charming. They're like, oh, what, little charming little weirdos.
I feel like Judith wouldn't be mad that she got tricked. She just charges to the game. It's not really it's not personal.
Yeah.
She wouldn't hold a grudge against goblin kind. She'd just be like, this guy's kind of sucked, but I'll make it up later.
Yeah, no, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's that you've seen goblins in an urban environment doing factory worker goblins, gambler goblins, OG goblins. There's some crime. There's some organized crime in Chicago.
A little bit. You might have heard about it. Yeah.
Yeah. And that kind of thing. But you've never seen Burning Man goblins, but these guys are fun. These,
yeah,
it's excitable little fellas kind of thing.
Running around with their little beards. It's cute. No, it's super cute.
Yeah. And the other thing is, these goblins aren't homogenous in appearance. They're not all little green guys with pointy ears and pointy noses, or little tan muscle little people like from the monster manual. They're really widely varied. There is how do I say this?
It's a goblin melting pot.
Yes, you can. You, the player, have definitely seen a movie filled with goblins that all look very different.
Sure.
They're singing in it.
Little dance magic.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like that movie like everybody else likes it, but yes, I have seen that movie before. I didn't say I didn't like it. I'm just saying I don't like it like everybody else likes it. I like Starman David Bowie, not Codpiece David Bowie.
We need to stop this now because I will be here forever. Yes. Bowie's a hero, shockingly.
So, but what I'm saying is you're seeing a lot of those little weird guys with like, you know, big adorable eyes and stuff like that. So I mean, these goblins are genuinely adorable. Like, if they weren't literally people, you'd be like, no, I'm taking you home with me. But they are people, in fact. So
I shouldn't pick them up and cuddle them. Okay, got it.
Yeah, it's all fun and games right now, but
no, I would not harm a goblin's bodily autonomy. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's back to that they all have knives thing, but every time. Okay, and so let's see here. Before the break, what do we think, Lily? What are we back up to?
I mean, where's the bus?
The bus pulled up alongside you. In the previous session, I did describe that like the sisters got off the bus. Most of them, some of them. Celine, who assisted you in, you know, clearing the restroom, you know, the rest stop. She's a little nonplussed by the scene. Maisie's like, yeah, all right. You know, she's just kind of like, it's Tuesday. You know, and Hannah, Sister Hannah, the tall one, pale, tattoos, black hair. She's just kind of like this childlike wonder on her face, you know, like just a giant grin and just, you know, like this is amazing, kind of thing. Now, none of them are about to be caught unawares at all, but they're also like, this is fine. And you see them, they're kind of talking amongst themselves.
How about Chester?
Chester hops out the window and disappears into the crowd.
They're like, bye.
Yeah. He has his shotgun over his shoulder, his stagecoach gun. So he, you know, kind of Chester's off into the crowd. You know, he turns around and like kind of gives you a questioning thumbs up, like, okay. And then and you can see his, you know, his gold prospector's cap, you know, hat for, you know, a little bit until he melds into the crowd.
Yeah, so Lily will probably look around and see if there's anybody that looks like an organizer or somebody who's in charge. You know, there's always somebody that has to tell people where to set up, and you know, that will run the place basically to make sure shit doesn't go sideways.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, these are goblins. May not be too worried about anything going sideways. Sideways for them is straight ahead. But, and I think Lily would know that after this long on this earth. But there's the monster boat, and you see that the bike is parked there. Nasha kind of has drifted off into the crowd, and so has Lou. But the bike is parked there. You don't see any blood splatters, so you assume that there was no violence done there. And there's a kind of a Fonzie looking goblin at the boat. We're going to go ahead and take our break now. And when we come back, we'll come back to you, Lily. Okay? We're back. And we're back to Lily. So, you saw the Fonzie goblin. And this is a green one, pointy ears. And he does have slick back hair. It is a bit of a pompadour going on there on this goblin. He's smoking a cigarette. Definitely kind of got a James Dean goblin thing going on top of that Fonzie thing. Leaning on the giant tire of the monster truck, the monster boat, which would be large in comparison to a full-size human and is comical in comparison to him. So that looks like the most confident. Actually, that's irrelevant. None of these goblins look unconfident. All of these goblins look very self-assured about what they are doing. There are a few that have faces that make them look nervous. There are a few goblins that even look like they have a touch of the pug, but they look like very confident pug goblins. But this goblin is cool.
Okay. So yeah, she's just gonna amble over there. And where exactly is he? Is he like in the middle of the crowd? Is he watching from one of the stands? Where is he?
He's like I said, he's leaned up against this his monster truck tire, his monster boat tire, the
Oh, he's
monster
got
boat.
the monster. All right.
Yeah. And so he's chilling, but he's definitely in the middle. There's a bit of a space around that, kind of a clear space where none of the goblins are, really thronging through.
Mhm.
He's got his own little plot.
So she'll definitely stroll over there, with her tiny 5'3" self, and just,
Mhm.
you know, lean against it, cross her feet and said, "So, who's keeping this shindig safe today?"
Well, did you notice all the knives and guns and explosives and goblins?
Yeah, but you're not. You can't tell me that you don't have a couple of people watching, so you can get a heads up.
Oh, yeah. If by a couple you mean, all 300 of us. We're goblins, honey. We always got our eye out.
Right. So, and when he says "honey," she kind of kicks his standing leg out and looks down and says, "Well, honey, who are your lookouts? That are not partying."
I brought my notes because I'm the GM, so I should always have notes. But I didn't open my notes.
Not yet.
No.
Oh no, I made him open the notes. You're gonna kill me now.
Uh-oh.
Where's my backup
Rocks fall.
character? I don't have one.
Rocks fall. Everyone dies. You made me open my notes. Uh, well, he points up. Yeah, he points up to the back of the boat, where there's the tabaxi, a kind of again friend shaped, with a hint of the pug, uh, goblin, and a skinny one with like a tool belt, as well as a giant revolver, scoped revolver, and the tabaxi. Tabaxi, of course, is still. He's got a little Zemo going on. Well, we got Goddle, we got Gear, and we got Tormund. Tormund sees everything.
Well, he better keep his eyes out. We got a bus full of orphans, and you do not want the guilt of that on your conscience, or my boot up your butt. So please do keep this area safe.
Well, for one, just because they're orphans and they're kids, I mean, those are pretty big kids, compared to me, compared to the rest of us. Honestly, they should be able to take on what? Like I don't know, mid-sized troglodyte, or they could probably handle themselves. Second, as far as the boot up the butt, don't threaten me with a good time. Third, like I said, Tormund sees everything. And Tormund, the tabaxi, just kind of leans down. Mel. And then back to his thing.
You did see us as blowing the bad guys up, right? Yeah. You see how long that took? Uh huh. Uh huh. You still think it's gonna be a good time? Let me go find Lou and let's see if I can shove some explosives off your butt. Please really make sure that these kids are safe. And then she just kicks his boot one more time and walks off. Stalking.
Well, sweetheart, if you're looking for explosives, you can buy them.
Yeah, she's completely ignoring him, else she has to kick him again. She does not like the nicknames from people she doesn't know.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Especially the southern patronizing one. You know, when
I
you think
mean,
you know those middle-aged women are about to fight, you know, when they're playing tennis. Well, honey, this was out. No, sweetie, it wasn't. By a mile, sweetheart. And then you're like, I'm leaving. Hair's about to fly.
oh, bless your heart. Yeah, that whole thing. Yeah, nobody likes any of that.
Mhm.
Uh, let's
That
see
feels a little
here.
better.
Let's. You feel a little bit. Viv feels a little better,
Well,
or
yeah,
Lily does.
Lily feels a little better that there's at least somebody keeping an eye out, and not everybody is partying, you know, and not paying attention to nothing.
Right. Yeah, I can see that. Um, sorry, I'm trying to adjust my volume here. I don't think I'm doing a very good job. Anyway, there we go. Sound settings.
Oh,
Nope, can't do anything about that.
It's like elevator music. Ding, 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 ding,
Do do
ding.
do 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 do. Okay, no choice. All right, so you're gonna go off and he did mention that you can buy explosives, and you're noticing that that some of these little vehicles with the awnings, that whole street fair thing is really in effect. Some of these things, some of these little kiosks, maybe spaces where you can make purchase.
Yeah, she was gonna check that out because you know there's always somebody making jewelry too.
Some unique jewelry. Uh, that is plentiful.
Yeah, the thing that
The
always has to
goblins.
happen. The person who makes cheap little rings where you can choose the stones. There's somebody slinging tarot cards, you know, and there's always you know, tie-dye shirts.
Um, there are no tie-dyed shirts here. These goblins are not wearing uh, comfortable poly cotton. So that's not happening. Jewelry, cheap jewelry, yes, not that cheap because none of those materials are cheap in the post-apocalypse. And let's see here. As far as tarot goes, yes. Please don't try to make me do tarot on the stream when I didn't expect it. I'm not a white girl on Twitter. I I don't I don't have it. I don't have it for you.
That's completely
Uh,
fine.
today,
There's probably a whole bunch of bone beads on leather thongs and stuff like that. Maybe some shells.
a lot of that. There's a lot of aluminum wire
Hmm.
work, a lot of bead work, nice bead work. Actually, as you look at the different wares, again, you get the impression that these these little these little friends, whatever they kind of put their minds to, they get good at. Um, riddle me this: do you think Lily has met gnomes?
Well, would they work in industry like for dwarves?
Gnomes would work in the higher end, like bleeding edge tech. Dwarves are going to work in the, again, still high tech industrial.
Hmm. Because if they would be in the same area, since
Detroit,
that's
yeah.
Detroit, and you know she's kind of in the mm, finding out what other people were working
Yeah.
on trade. Yeah, probably. Which
Okay.
might be how she ended up here, right?
So gnomes are incredibly ingenious, creative and meticulous craftspeople and have very long lifespans. And now that you're around these goblins, kind of reminiscent of that, just in a like at the opposite end of like a style spectrum. You know, these those gnomes are kind of city folk ish, and a little bit more, I don't want to say posh, but posh suits a gnome. These goblins, not so much worried about posh, but still just like gnomes, very like, this is what this is what I do. I am good at it. So all of these, uh, aluminum wire, wrapped bits of play jewelry are gorgeous. They look like they should cost money. Like you've probably been to a county fair where they sell that. As a matter of fact, I know you have because you're just talking about it. So you would never find things this well made in a county fair, as these goblins are making. It's not the most shiny. It's not, fine cut gems, that kind of thing. But these guys are making, cool jewelry out of nuts and bolts and agates, and, you see some seashells even. And then you see a couple of tents with racks of weaponry.
Yeah. So first, she'd probably check out the beads and see if she can find any that like fit the colors in her hair, so she can have some. And
Yes.
that should not be a big problem. I mean, purple, pink, blue, teal, red, whatever. All of these colors.
Not a problem at all. Not a problem at all.
Yeah. And then,
Go ahead. Sorry.
she'll probably amble over to the weapons and just check it out and see if there's any extra ammo that they need. And maybe check out if they have some nice knives. Like ankle knives and stuff like that.
Okay. I do need my dice.
Yes. And to be honest, I have absolutely no clue.
Isn't that exciting?
How much money I actually have, because I never wrote that down. So, actually, I got
That's
300
important.
bucks. Okay, I never changed that. So if we never made any money or spent any money, I still have 300 bucks.
I'm trying to remember if you guys spent any money. I don't remember that occurring. You spent shave off $20 for your bar trips.
Well, for
And
that,
then-
I can take my stolen items off because they're about 20 bucks worth. Let's take that off.
There you go.
Becky
Wait,
probably
like
took
your
those
copper?
It's like at my class, the techie came with in my background came with stolen items worth 15 to 20 bucks. So I'm like, okay.
Oh,
Becky
okay. There
probably
you
took
go.
those in payment.
Sure. Yes. Yeah.
And then we still got 2 trade units.
Really depends on what the stolen items were and whether or not they were worth it to Spanky himself. If it was like a stolen revolver, with a filed, serial number, yeah, Spanky would probably take that because Spanky. But random jewelry, dwarf.
She is not a pickpocket, so that would have been, some kind of tech or some kind of weaponry.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. So we're looking at the
ammo.
We are looking at the ammo.
To see if we have any more ammo for like Judith gun, or some more for my machine gun.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. there are like clear decanters of just bullets that you could literally reach your hand into and grab out. Like, marbles at a toy store or dice at a hobby shop. Goblins are not, they don't care if a child goblin runs off with, a magazine's worth of 40 cal, ball ammo.
Are there kids around? Are there goblin children around?
Are there? If there are, you can't tell the difference.
Sure.
They are small. If there's a 1 foot tall goblin with what appears to be a diaper, sure. But that 1 foot tall diapered goblin is fully verbal because it's a goblin. They've only got the 50 years to get it right. So, yeah, let's see here. 132. You if you see one, you're just not that worried about it. Let's see here. Ammunition. Yeah, you find all those good things. You find ammo for your weapon. You find ammo that would fit Judith's gun. You don't find arrows, which is weird. You find rounds that should fit Lou's revolver. Plenty of shotgun shells. Like buckets of shotgun shells. And of every type. Just slugs, birdshot, buckshot, exotic, explosive, timed. Yeah.
Best knick-knack shop ever. Lily's probably in heaven. So
yeah, if you want to find, tools of mayhem, goblins are usually pretty good to go to. Let's see here. And I will let you think on that while I also try to find pricing for ammunition. And we will move on back to Noah.
Okay, after kind of hanging out with the grill goblins for a while, I'm going to just kind of wander around and just any group that looks interesting, I'm going to try and kind of glom onto.
Okay. And I do want to establish this because I kind of just barely did last session. It's daytime. It's right around noon. Yeah. So sun's high in the sky. It's like 100 degrees because it's August. Which is terrible. Yeah, I know. Nobody wants to deal with that heat, but here we are. Oh, there we go.
Probably fairly used to it growing up on a farm in southern Indiana.
In the post-apocalypse, the whole world is hot. It's global warming. And then, you've been living in Murfreesboro for a few months, in Tennessee, where it's humid and hot. Let's see here. Sorry, I just looked at the ammunition table. I'm like, what is that? What? I have looked through this book numerous times. It's just, I'm human, so I don't memorize every last thing ever. And so sometimes I get surprised, and it looks like you can upgrade your gun by just buying ammunition. So, yeah. Do with that information what you will. Let's see here. An interesting group. You see a trio of goblins who all look different from each other, just kind of chit-chatting. It's 2 males and a female, and they're all just, kind of having a talk. One of them has a trumpet hanging from his belt, and the other has a bunch of grenades just strapped to his body, and they're standing at a little sale tent, a little shop tent that belongs to the female. She's behind the lady goblin. She's behind the counter, and they're just having a little convo, little hangout, passing the bottle around.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna kind of walk up to them. Hey, you mind if I get in on that?
Didn't Wilf give you a bottle?
Yeah, but it got passed off long ago. I have no idea where it is. I've got some beefalo. If you guys want some of that?
Oh, sure. And like the the one with the trumpet is like, it's goblin size, so he's like like a tiny little person, and he just
go ahead and
straight bites off of the piece and then hands it back. He's got an oversized mouthful of beefalo. Like, that's good. The lady behind the counter is like, nah, I'm good. Thank you, though. And yeah, the other one is the one with all the grenades, just like, nah. Yeah, I already ate.
All right. Yeah, cool. So
yeah.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
Huh?
Yeah. So what do you guys do for fun here with these? I mean, obviously there's the grilling and the drinking and the hanging out and the shopping, but like, is this like what else happens here? Like, is there a schedule of events, or I would assume no. I think just things happen organically.
Well, so first we set up the tents, and we get some good food going, and some good music, and then we drink a bunch of coffee, a little bit of beer, and then right around sundown, we light up the goblin, and then we do a human sacrifice.
Okay, that last part. That's a little weird.
That's also a joke.
Okay, that's good. See, I don't know. I haven't been around goblins very much, and some of the goblins I have been around, pretty crazy. So it's kind of hard to tell exactly when there's a joke. But I mean, like, honestly, depending on the person, I might not be that opposed to it. So I'm open-minded here.
Well, so here's the thing: is the sacrifice already happened? You guys did that, and it wasn't.
So okay.
And it doesn't have to be human. As a matter of fact, it rarely is. We got a couple of the posers walking around. There's that lady dancing with the fiery stick, like she knows what she's doing. Generally, we're not just out here. Okay, look. All right. I can tell that you're a little off-put about, by the whole, yay, explosions thing. But,
no, I've met Lou. He's the same way.
Which, I can't wait to meet him. But, I mean, okay, so here's the deal. So, death rally. That's the thing we do, but that's what you guys call it. The point of the rally isn't the death. The point of the rally is the driving. And see, we saw the explosions, and that was cool. and we were in the middle of driving, and you were driving, and the guys you blew up were driving. So that's the end of the race. We don't go out there just to blow each other up. That's who would do that? But when you blow somebody up, then you stop the race, you pick up their pieces, you put them in a coffee can, and then you drink to them. Or if they're terrible marauding Nazis, then you drink to whoever blew them up. That whole Nazi thing is only a recent problem once we got out here, but
Okay, so basically you guys just drive around until someone blows up, and then you have a party.
yeah.
Okay, see, they told us to watch out for death rallies.
Oh,
But
see,
death rallies are pretty cool. I
and-
mean, you could just have parties without the explosions. Throwing this out here. Just when you feel like it, have a party. Set up.
I mean, that's usually when we feel like it. Otherwise, we're doing other things, driving around, building stuff, getting drunk, playing music, building stuff, driving around,
Okay.
And at that point, the lady behind the counter pipes in, "Hey, hi, hey, yeah, oh, hi, yeah, Taff, nice to meet you.
Hi, Noah.
Yeah, oh, yeah, nice. So, how much do you know about goblins?"
Not very much. I've read a little bit here and there, but haven't actually met that many until just recently.
Okay, well, fair enough. All right, well, so here's the thing. Unlike a lot of things, none of us, no kind of goblin comes from here. Like, there are elves from here, and there are, fairies and pixies and sprites and leviathan and kraken and all those kinds of things. Some of them come from here, but goblins don't come from here. Not really. And some of us, well, most of us, we're small. All of us, we're small. And so from like where we're from, our parents, grandmama, where they're from, usually we get pushed around and people make us do stuff. So, but here, none of those people are around. So we just kind of do what we want.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm sorry your whole planet got like blown up and whatnot, but it worked out for us.
I heard it wasn't that great to begin with, and it's been blown up since long before I was alive, so this is just normal to me.
Yeah, see? Yeah, that's turning a frown upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's just one of those things. We drive around at high speed, and if, we do throw explosives at each other, but, we're not trying to kill each other, technically, I don't think. Just making it harder, it just spices things up, It's like, if you and your friends go for a bike ride, and one of you, throws a javelin at the other one's wheel, and they fall down, then you win the race, right?
Technically, yes, but I don't think that's how bike races usually work.
Oh, we'll see. I mean, nobody's perfect. You can always get better. All right, now back to Judith.
Oh. Nobody's perfect.
Okay, so let's see here. Last, you were checking out the drum circle and the hippie lady.
Yep. And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna keep it moving. All right, I'm gonna start looking for either Noah or Lily because it's a little weird and beer's getting warm. So time to keep it moving, I guess.
Right. And you need somebody to share the beer with.
Supposedly, I mean, just because they say I have to do that doesn't mean I will do that. But
I mean, nobody told you have to. It's
Mm-mm.
just, you know, it's
Nope.
clearly the etiquette here.
I'm
If
a
you want to
rude.
be an iconoclast, that's fine. Judith
I'm
is-
very rude. I'm not a goblin. I don't know a lot about goblins, so I'm just gonna.
Fair enough.
I don't know where they've been. I don't want to share. I want to share. You know, it's a little gross to me. So
Fair enough.
do this.
Yeah. So you can pick out Lily. She's taller than the rest of the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, you all are. So yeah, you can pick out Lily pretty quick. She's standing at a little shop booth,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, she is maybe sizing up the wares.
Yes.
And I like okay, so I'm like just taking it all in, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like there is so what. Lily, are you buying something of this? Looks like a flea market, I guess.
Well, I'm checking out. We gotta get you some ammo. I gotta restock
Oh yeah.
ammo. You know, we all might need some ammo, and I'm looking for a knife for my ankle. So
Why is it on your ankle?
because I lost my old one, it needs to go in the boot. It's the last.
Is that convenient?
Well, not really, but if everything else fails, you might want to have. And I don't have enough hair to have like a pokey hairpin.
I feel like if I had a knife in my boot, I would lose a toe. That's what would happen when all else fails.
Well,
But
that's why
oh, there's a sheath in the. Okay, all right. I just like.
it's
I
it's,
feel
it's
like,
like it's like a little holster that you strap inside the
but in
boot.
your shoe,
Yes.
doesn't it get sweaty?
Uh, I don't know about you, but my ankles don't get sweaty. It's not
Oh,
under my toes.
that must be nice. To not have
Okay,
sweaty ankles.
it's like sweat.
It's
Yeah,
just really.
but
It's just
on the
hot.
ankles.
Like we're all wearing boots and it's hot. I'm just saying it would be sweaty. All right, cool.
Okay, it's
All
more
right.
calves because she's wearing high boots, but
Okay, yeah. It just seems like that would be hot on your calves.
Either way, it's
Calves.
the English language permits
The English
any
language
kind
is.
of pronunciation.
Let me not get into this on the stream, but the English language is dumb. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's so stupid. Anyway, okay, all right. Good luck with the knife boot. I guess I will pick up some ammo, and I just is it okay if I just reach my? I'm looking at the goblin like shop. There's a shopkeeper, right? I'm like, is it okay if I just like, like a handful? Is there like a scoop? Like, do I get a little baggie like candy, or like, is it just?
Uh, no, you're definitely going to have to find your own storage medium. But
Lily, do you have any more room in your boot next to the knife for the bullets?
do you have pockets?
Yeah, I got lots of.
Yes.
I'm like a Rob Liefeld character. I got pockets for sure.
Oh snap! You got pouches even.
Pouches
I mean-
and pouches and pockets and like a bunch of.
I would assume that you could just reach in and grab grab some ammo.
I keep count. Like I'm not gonna like stiff the guy. I'll get enough for like 2 full barrels, and I'm gonna look and see how many bullets my gun takes.
2 full. It's not a drum. Anyway.
No, it's I get enough for 2. I will figure out how much that is. in a second.
Okay. So
Yeah, and I hand over. I think I have some. I have like. Let me see how much. I have like $130 or so. I just hand over.
you $2 for
Great.
well, let's see here. You have options in this little decanter of short ammo, not long rifle.
I just love that they decanted the bullets like a Martha
there
Stewart
are-
thing. That is amazing.
There are
I
yeah,
love it.
if they there are 3 types of bullet in this shell in this container.
What do they do? What are the different? What's the different ones?
Well, there's so many.
Okay.
There
Judith
are-
is not. She's not gonna be super interested in like, it'll make the bullets spin like, I don't know, 50 RPMs faster or something. Like it's gotta be a big difference for it to matter to her.
Yeah, there are damage differences. It basically
Mm.
goes from regular ball ammo to armor piercing to hollow point.
Oh, okay.
I had a
Lily,
serious brain fart
what
there.
would you get, Lily? Which one would you get if you were me and you cared? It doesn't matter. If you knew the difference, pretend you know pretend you can help me with this because I really.
Well, if I'm pretending that I know that, can I roll for that?
You can, but I can also just tell you.
Okay.
All right. So, this is also where Lily, if you're upset about the damage you've been doing, you can upgrade as well. We have 3 different types, like I said. Ball ammo, which is just solid. AP, also solid. Armor piercing. It's just higher damage in this case, this time. And hollow point, even higher damage this time. And so, ball ammo for rifle, which is going to be a different decanter full of bullets, would do 1d6, so 2d6 per round, as opposed to the 2d4. The AP would be 2d10 per round. And the hollow point would be 2d12 per round.
Whoa. Is it?
But how much is that?
The hollow point,
Mhm.
that's going to be $30 for 10. And they will take cash.
Well, that's nice.
That's literally all we would have, right? Like we would.
And a copper puck.
I don't even think I have that. Okay.
Lily has that.
I'm gonna get the medium ones.
The mid-range?
The mid. I'm gonna get the what is
AP,
it?
the armor
Venti. I don't know the ones from Starbucks. Okay, I'll get the. I forget what they're called. I will get the armor piercing. I'll get because I'm like a little cheap. Well, not cheap.
Okay. Well, and so for your pistol, that's going to be 2d8 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm writing in my situation.
2d8 per, and that will be $20 for every 10.
Okay, but this is like hot dogs and hot dog buns. I only need 8. My gun holds 8, so why would I get 10? Can I just get 16?
I mean, you can do what you want, but I'm not. I'm not busting out the calculator. I'm not splitting the decimals.
I'll get 20. I'll get 20. I'm sorry. I just
Okay.
thought I was like, what's wrong with me? Yes, I got it. Sorry.
Because I mean, like, if you think a box of ammo comes in, it's like, of rounds comes in its own denomination of however many rounds it's going to be in there, 50 rounds or whatever. And if it's for a 6-chambered, cylinder, there we go, cylinder. How do you divide 6 into 50? You don't.
I just really appreciate that you assume I know about bullets. Like the main thing I have learned about bullets is like from Wile E. Coyote. So like I appreciate that you think I know that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I do.
I'm
I
just
do.
listening and I'm like,
I do
okay.
live in the boondocks, and did in fact work in sporting goods at one point in time. So
ironically, even though I'm from the south side of Chicago, I have not really had a lot of gun experience. So
that's the city, though. I know. A lot, yeah, I get it, but but
I'm messing with you. I got it. I'm getting 20
No.
bullets.
Okay, you get
20 bullets.
You're gonna spend $40 hairs.
Yep.
All right.
Right. How much are the armor piercing ones compared to the hollow point?
One was 20 and one was 30. The armor piercing is $20 a box, and for 10.
And that would be 2d10.
Mm-hmm. No, you said armor piercing was 2d8. Is it 2d8 or 2d10?
2d8 for you,
Yeah,
carrying
my bad.
pistol. She's got long rifle.
Light and
Theoretically, actually, I think you should be using mag, but whatever.
It's like I got a light machine gun, so it's not a rifle. Is that so I have a 2d4, so shouldn't it be 2d6 if I go armor piercing and then like, or am I just like confused now? Because I don't have a rifle, I have a light machine gun.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's 2d6.
And how many is in there for 20? 10, you said?
Yeah.
Right. And the magazine is 40 bullets, which is 80 per magazine. Oh my god, math. Okay. She's gonna take 2 magazines of the armor piercing.
Okay. So
Which
80 rounds. So $160.
Yep. All right, let me write that down.
And there is a knife.
Yes. It's
It's
a nice knife.
damn near a sword.
It's a knife.
Yeah.
Well, it has to fit in the boot.
Basically, the goblins aren't selling each other goblin-sized knives because all those goblins already have goblin-sized knives because they're goblins. So they're selling each other swords sized for them, which is a very, very large knife for you. Basically, a short sword.
Okay. Well,
Which you could still attach that to your calf or thigh, but it is in fact a short sword.
How much do they want for that?
It's a great question. Why is that not listed here?
Tripped you up with all our fantasy shopping questions. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
You didn't quite expect it, to us to get into the shopping, right?
No, I absolutely did.
It's all about nitty gritty, baby. Knit and grit.
Maybe it's just that didn't think that Lily would need a knife on top of the light machine gun and that collapsible baton that she got.
What? You got a baton?
Mm-hmm.
Do you do tricks or is it just?
Oh, one of these collapsible batons that you can flip out
Ooh.
to then whip people.
Baton, yeah, an asp. Quick, quick. Yeah.
Does it make the sound effects when you do it?
Have you never seen a demo of an asp baton?
Not specifically. I've seen like action movies where they have it. I'm being silly. Sorry.
No, that's fine. No, that's fine.
They almost kind of look. Remember those old timey pointers that they would pull apart and point at stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, kind of like that. You just
but herdy, more
Yeah.
herdy. Okay.
more herdy and not quite as skinny.
Mm. I gotta tell you though, getting whipped with one of those would probably hurt. The teacher ones.
Yes, it
Like
would.
like a antenna, like a TV.
Yeah, it's basically like that. Yeah.
I don't want any parts of that, but that's cool.
That big old knife, that short sword, is going to be $50.
$50? Are you sure that's a good price for such a thing? I'm talking to the goblin proprietor.
Well, I made it myself, so yeah.
Really? Do you have like accreditation in your like creation? Like, where did you study to make knives or big swords, what have you?
And he just points at a goblin in the crowd.
Is that Spanky? Spanky doesn't know how to make this stuff. You learn from him. You should get your money back. Come on, man. This sword ain't worth more than like 30. It's not worth more than 30.
I see what you're doing. And I'm gonna need a charisma test. What's Mike?
Persuasion?
Persuasion. That's the word I'm looking for.
I might know a little about that. Oh wow, cool. I hate this. 11. I'm so mad.
That's not Spanky.
It's not.
No,
Did he get a haircut?
maybe.
Mm.
Anyway, I can give this to you for 40.
Oh, okay. It's not bad.
No, it isn't.
It's actually really good. Like, you're really good at this. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, I am. Thank you.
All right. And I'm
Not a
guessing that
satisfied customer.
Yeah.
Oh, for
Is
sure.
that just a knife, or does it come with the, you know?
Scabbard.
Yep.
You got to
And
throw in a scabbard, my guy.
I mean
Come on.
yeah,
it comes
Oh,
with a scabbard.
okay, good. I was about to say, I know my
Well,
man would not.
jiggy rig that to fit nicely.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can. And I mean, when I say it's a short sword, it's you know, that's 2.5 feet long. It's
So, Lily, is this gonna fit in your boot or?
Yeah, no.
Mm.
Remember, I'm 5'3", and you're offering me a sword that's 2.5 feet. That's a long sword for me.
Mm.
it's a short sword, even if you have to use it like a long sword.
Maybe you
Uh,
can get bigger boots. I don't know.
Yeah, would she actually be able to use that if she, or how does it work? Does she need special training for that?
it's gonna default off of strength as a regular. It's gonna be a regular melee attack.
Yeah, nope. Then
Um,
then she's like, nope. Let's not do that.
uh,
It's too
it's
big.
a it's
You're not
essentially
gonna. You're not gonna buy it
it's a simple melee weapon.
after all the work I did.
So,
Is it okay?
and yeah, the goblin's just like
Nasha might want it. You
no
know.
refunds. Nasha might want a sword.
Yep.
Yeah, and the goblin, yeah, straight up like no refunds, and just like punches out the legs on the little awning, and the awning closes, and you hear a beer bottle crack from the inside.
I'm gonna.
Drinky noises, and
Oh, la-dee-da.
another day, another dollar.
Well, I guess that's it, Lily.
Well, I hope Nasha likes that.
I mean, I've been kicked out of better tent goblin.
Doubt it.
How about talk so loud? All right. All right. Sorry. You're the best.
No response.
Okay, that's fair. I've dug the hole deep enough. We probably
You can see that he's now strolling out from behind the tent.
we're talking to Noah. All right, let's
Okay,
it's
let's see
fine.
here. Lily, you've
Yeah.
just had this whole thing go on. Do you have something else you'd like to do here?
No, I don't think we need anything else aside from um. No, they probably don't have a hotspot. So
Do they have anything that could be a mirror, shiny? Just they do have car repair. Wait a minute. Yeah, let's go to the repair. What you call? Let's see. There's got to be somebody doing repairs around here. They can throw something together
some
for me, right?
mending.
Yeah. I mean, it's like intensive care at this point.
So
Intensive
yeah,
because I want to do it.
you guys are hanging out. You and Lily are hanging out. If you bring that up, Lily, you did see the goblin with a bunch of tools hanging out on the monster boat.
Is Lily?
He
gonna
looked like a bit of a
tell me?
gearhead, like he might be a motorhead.
Well, you want to go out check it out?
Yeah, but I mean, like, is he gonna be able to do anything without a replacement part?
Well, you never know if maybe he has one. You know,
Okay.
I
I mean, yeah.
mean, they probably salvage whatever's left over of the shit people blow up.
But if it's blown up, then will it be like viable?
Well, it depends. A bunch of shit will fly through, and they'll pick up whatever they can fix.
Okay. I mean, I know how. Okay. All right. Yep. Let's go.
We might get lucky. If no, then I don't know.
Yep.
Maybe Hoops Dice love us, so we never know.
It's just been a very it's been difficult for me. So it's hard to take it lightly. But yeah.
Let's just go see. They might have them. They might
Okay.
not have them.
Yeah. No. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Whatever happens, it's fine. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's
Okay,
go.
so yeah, and he was hanging out on the boat. So you guys head to the boat. The Fonzie goblin is not around. Tormund, the the tabaxi is you know, he's still dancing.
Can I
He's
hand
switched up
can
his
I
moves.
can I hand him my beer?
You when you try to, he's like meow.
Like a cat? Does he make a cat like a meow noise?
Yeah, meow.
Okay. Yep. That tracks.
Yeah, no beer for Tormund.
He's high on life. Got it.
Tormund is mystery. You know, he's contradiction. Looks high as shit. Doesn't drink. But yeah, and then let's see here. Goddle, the kind of little the pugly friend-shaped one. He's kind of, and by friend-shaped I mean just slightly football-shaped. You know, little squatter, little wider. You know, he's still there. And he's looking out. He's got that word, binoculars.
Binoculars? Okay.
Yeah, he's looking around. You know, Tormund is doing Tormund things, but the one with the tools isn't there, as well as the Fonzie one. The Fonzie one's gone as well.
Well, Lily,
When did he what?
I mean, well, I guess we could try to find out where they went, but like, I don't see any goblin or anybody with tools. So,
Well, how about we'll just see if they have some place where people are selling their scavenger goods. Maybe we can find something there.
I'm gonna yell up to the guy with the banana. Hey, is there a place where you guys fix cars? You all fix cars?
I first of all, okay, so you're just asking them
Yeah.
both?
No, well, I was specifically talking to the goblin in binoculars, the GB.
Oh, okay, yeah. And he's like, oh, yeah. Well, Gear went off to Gear went off to work on that red car.
I can't remember if my car is red or not. I think it is. Okay. Yeah. Oh, he did? Just like on his own volition with no direction or like information about like the make and model or like the Carfax or anything?
Well, he just said there was a lot of holes in it.
Yeah, yes. Okay. Where okay, all right, thank you. And Judith like takes off like it's like the fastest you've ever seen her move. She runs the car. It's like
Just a full sprint. Yeah, and it's like, yeah.
Like I really like everyone's like Judith doesn't work much faster than
Yeah, and
an
it's like
animal.
as you skid up to Vicky.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see this goblin, like he's wearing spectacles. They look like big old reading glasses, kind of leaning over the fender, and he's got a little like almost like a putty knife, and he's bondoing one of the holes, and you see that like there's another like a bunch of the holes are now bondo patched.
Does it look good or does it look like crappy? It looks really like almost seamless.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna watch the master at work then for a little bit just to see.
Yeah, and he's just like, so the weird thing about bullet holes is, and it's kind of nice, as opposed to like a collision or a tear, is the bullet hole, it goes inward, so you can just put the he's giving you a little Bob Ross here, a little Goblin Ross.
Gob Ross.
Yeah, Gob Ross.
Gob Ross.
You put the bondo in there, you put the putty in there, and it just kind of forms to the bullet hole, and then you sand it, like you do, this.
Yep.
And then, you hit the other side if you're really worried about the other side's appearance.
I am.
Okay. Well, yeah. And then, you go ahead and you prime it, you paint it, and, Robert's your mom's brother.
didn't understand that last part, but thank you so much. Do you think anything can be done about the mirror?
We don't so much use mirrors because what's the point? But I mean, on the car, we gotta stay good looking.
Uh,
But it's who needs a rear view mirror on the outside anyway?
what about
But
when you have to parallel park?
excuse me.
Parallel park, like on the street. Never mind. It's fine. Never mind. It doesn't matter. Okay. I mean, what you've done so far is amazing. How much do I owe you?
Oh yeah, no, that yeah. I have a condition. I can't not do this kind of thing.
Does your condition, is it helped by beer? Because you could have this one.
Oh, thanks. Oh yeah. Hey, nice. So yeah, I did notice that you're missing a whole, mirror, and like I said, who needs one?
Yeah, who?
We could probably, just go ahead and, I don't know, mount something on there, you know, for more sploding.
I mean, I want it to kind of match, but
We could probably paint it red. It's, you can paint a gun any color you want, like.
Oh no! I mean, yes, but yes, you're right that you can paint a gun any color, but I don't know if I want a gun on my car quite yet. I'm not quite at that stage of the dystopia.
And when Judith says that, when you say that, he's like, huh? like this is the most alien concept possible for him. Like that you would not want a gun mounted on your vehicle.
Well, I mean, no, I'm working up to that. It's a process. I'm not done yet growing. So.
All right. Well, hey, suit yourself. Talk around. Talk to some of the pros. He did good work today, but you can up your game. He can, we probably got a 50 cal or maybe a harpoon launcher, a grenade launcher. I don't know. We might have a Vulcan cannon around here somewhere. I'm not sure, but
Judith is literally speechless. She's staring open mouthed at this guy.
What? Did you look? Okay. All right. I know. Okay. Maybe it seems like I'm lowballing you. If you really want it, we probably have a laser cannon laying around that I could just, swivel mount right on there, and it's pretty quiet. It pulls from the battery, but we could probably put another battery in your trunk, unless you got to store dead bodies or something in there. But
well, I like to remain flexible, so.
Well, naturally.
Yeah. I want to think about all that. You gave me a lot of really good information just now. I want to think about it. I want to let it. I want to think about it, but I am so grateful for all of this. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
And then he starts he leans back down over the fender, and then he's kind of working on it for a second. And as you're standing there, he's like,
I just wanted to watch a master at work.
and he goes back to yeah, and he's pretty intense. He's just really zeroes in on that. He's painting little tiny plastic models. Let's see here. Noah, what did we decide on?
I'm gonna kind of go look at the shops, and I definitely, if I can find some kind of face painting booth, definitely want to get some face paint.
Oh yeah, no, okay, seriously, face painting is happening.
Yes, definitely want to get in on that.
Yeah, there are just goblins walking around painting each other's faces. So basically, you just got to find somebody and ask them. They're not even charged.
Okay. Yeah. I'll find somebody.
Okay.
Hey, can you paint my face?
What do you want?
Well, I don't know. Like, I was kind of thinking like a tiger face would be really fun, but that might be super offensive to the tabaxi. So I probably don't want to do that. I don't know. Is it? Do you know about like cat face and the racial implications of that with tabaxi?
Okay, so I probably should have established what Tormund the Tabaxi looks like. He looks like a black and white kitty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tiger face probably wouldn't be like a face.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's not gonna be a problem.
Definitely tiger face then.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, we can scare you right up.
And yeah. This doesn't take very long. Again, master crafts people, these goblins. And
All done. Looking fierce.
and then just kind of
Rawr.
disappears off into the crowd. Because yeah, all of these, for the most part, you're seeing the ones that have face paint just have like a bright hand print, or like, a skull situation going on, or a half, coloring, that kind of coloration, that sort of thing. A few almost jack-o'-lantern adjacent looking ones, a couple froggy ones, that sort of thing. But yeah, you could definitely feel the brush, putting the stripes on there, and getting the nose on there, and he's muttering like, "Oh yeah, gotta get some fangs on there. Yeah, okay. Happy little whiskers. All right." And then yeah, I think yeah.
All right, now that my face is painted, I'm gonna go and find Judith and Lily.
Okay. Again, not difficult to find.
Right.
Yeah, two of the only, one thing. Let's see here. You all notice, because you two are next to Vicky, which is next to where the bus was or is, and then you can see Noah because you can see over all these goblins. The sisters pack back into the bus and then drive it up onto a hill, which is just a couple dozen yards off the left-hand, so western side of the road. Drive up onto, a hill and park the bus there, and then start pulling out tents and stuff like that. But and setting those up. But yeah, so you can find Judith and Lily back at the car.
Hey.
You look amazing.
Oh, is it good? I don't know. I haven't seen a mirror yet.
It looks so good.
Super
And
cute.
I need you to and we're gonna this is gonna be our final detail of the session. It's not photorealistic, but
Aw.
it is a scary ass totemic tiger. Like, this looks like going into hand-to-hand combat face paint, but very detailed. Like,
Is there like
When you-
blood dripping and stuff?
no, but
okay.
very like detailed,
That's cool.
lovingly rendered fangs, incisors, and like when he blinks, there are literally like tiger eyes on his eyelids. Like,
Amazing.
this goblin got him set up for some sort of horrific tribal warfare in like 5 minutes.
We love this.
So yeah, here's our delightful twink, Noah, just looking like with the face paint of the baddest of asses, which hey, that happens.
No, it looks amazing.
This this is actually going to be our closing moments for the session. Does anybody want to set up anything for next week?
No, that's just amazing.
Okay.
I think the face paint was setting up for next week.
All right. You got a sword, you got some bullets, you got some awesome face paint. And yeah, thank you for anybody who has watched today or anybody who is going to be watching in the future, in the world of tomorrow. Have a great night. Bye.
Bye.